some problems with that, with the streamers. Yesterday stream it divided me. It divided my stream like in two videos. Something that I didn't want it. That I didn't want it. It happens. But those are things that happen sometimes, from time to time. Let me see. Yeah, it's working. Oh, I believe I had to change the string informations. It say Quake Champions, not Quake Champions. It's creative. Yeah, creative day, creative day. Yeah, so many things that you need to change to make sure you're not streaming in the wrong parts of the Twitches. Let me make sure everything is okay. It still say like I'm streaming Quake Champions. Let me give it a couple minutes. That happens sometimes from time to time. That yeah, I'm gonna have to I'm not gonna have to change it later on too, because that's what happens sometimes. Yes, you can see it has the proper shadows. You can change it for better shadows. I believe I found like a better shadows, darken. Right now, what I'm doing is trying different blending modes. Like this looks like a more realistic. Burn, lighten. Oh, what I have to do is put the shadows and then put the opacity. What is the opacity we was using before? I don't even remember. 50? Yeah, something like that. Now you got shadows. And you got like a proper shadows. I don't even remember what is the shadows that we're using. 60? It's very nice. Yeah, let's continue with the others ones. Let's continue with the other ones. This is always try with one. Always like to try with one of the. Always I like to try with one first before continuing with the others to make sure that the strategy is working 100%. Let me check it out. Yeah, let's fix this one. Yeah, the lady over here. We're gonna jump into the lady. Yeah, I say like something happens with the game that we are playing. Lawbreakers and and Quake Champions. You know, Quake Champions went free to play, so a lot of people can download it. You downloading this week before the day 18. Before the day 18, you get to keep it forever, Quake Champions. So it's better that you go right away to Steam, to the Steam store, um, and download the game because that's the only way you're gonna get it for free. By downloading this week. A lot of developers are doing that. Like, so you download this game this week, it's gonna be for you forever. Which is it's a pretty nice way to know who are the people that are following your games, or all the people that really are that really interested in your games and everything, which is pretty nice. Yeah. Willow Breakers happen. Let me see if I can show you what happened with Willow Breakers. Willow Breakers happened this thing. The people from the game for Willow Breakers, Mr. In June 11, I believe was yesterday. June 11. Oh no, it wasn't yesterday. It was after yesterday, Monday, I believe. Yeah, let me see. 11 was Monday. Yeah. We got these notifications here, dear lawbreakers, in light of the unfortunate news regarding Boss Key production shutting down. we regret to announce that we will be sunsetting our support of Lawbreaker on September 14, 2018, as we are not able to operate the game. You know, our servers will remain open until then, and the game will be made free to play on Steam. Free to play on Steam for all players effectively, immediately. Please note that any and all new in-game purchases will also be disabled, and we will not be able to accept any refund requests. We truly appreciate your understanding in this difficult time, and we want to thank you for all your support and being part of the passionate Lawbreakers community. Thank you for staying with us through this journey, the Lawbreaker team. You know, the Lawbreaker team just have to shoot out the game. Why? Maybe you say, why? The game's pretty nice, you know. Why? Because a lot of people didn't want to support the game, you know, didn't want to buy the game, didn't want to support the game, you know. It was pretty crazy, you know. Me that was playing the game almost every day, I was watching how difficult it was to get people together to play the game, you know. Even when exists a lot of people, even when a lot of people has the game already, you know, even when a lot of people has the game already, they weren't unable, you know, to just jump into the game. I was part of the big community. Hundreds of people play with the game already, you know, looking for new players too, looking for play. But a lot of those guys that already have the game didn't find the motivation to jump in, or didn't want to jump in. Miss Fuzzy Justin, welcome to the stream. Miss Fuzzy Justin, welcome to the streams. Miss Fuzzy Justin, say hi. Hello, Miss Fuzzy Justin, how are you? I hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, a lot of people that they already have the game wasn't unable to jump into the action, you know, to play the game, and most important, to support the developer by purchasing in-game items or stuff like that, because that game it has a store, you know, with a solid reason to continue supporting the developer, you know. But it was kind of difficult for people to keep supporting the game, you know. Now they are announcing. Fuzzy Chesty say good eating some nachos. Oh, pretty nice, pretty good. I really like nachos too. It's like a light. It's a kind of light food. I really like it. You know, in my case, I need to have a lot, because I just yum all the time. You know, when I'm eating nachos, I really like eat a lot of them, because they tend to finish, you know, to finish pretty fast. Yeah. Continuing with the Lawbreaker thing announcement. Yeah, it was pretty difficult. Now they say that they're gonna shoot down the game in September, but they're gonna keep it open until then. You know, disabling every single purchase. Now there is no way for you to support the developer. The developer already shut down the studio. You know, many crazy things that we was trying. A lot of people was trying to not happen, and it's happening. You know, it is free to play. You can go download it. You know, you are still getting the stats drops. You know, I'm getting a lot of stats drops, so everything is free right now. A lot of people are jumping into the game right now. It's like a lot of people playing. You know, the first day that they put a free to play Monday, it was like almost 500 people jump into the game. It's not difficult anymore to get matches. You know, there's a lot of people playing. It's not difficult at all to get matches. But what is the problem with that? There is no way to support the developer, you know. whoever is behind it, whoever is behind the the game lawbreakers, it's not gonna get any support. It's not gonna get any funding. So So what could be this? What is the reason they put it like that? Well, they say they want to shut down. They want to shut down the game because they don't have any resources to continue the support in the game. But this could be something else, people. This could be something else. Maybe this could be whoever is behind the game. This could be a time for testing. Testing to see if they can move on into another model for that game. I doubt it. I doubt that this is the reason why. I doubt it. But at the same time, I'm hoping it is something like that, because I really want it. Wow, I did this thing. I don't even know in which. Oh, this was the legend. I really wanted that the game continue working. That doesn't happen nothing to the game. I really wanted that the game continues on. Lawbreaker is one of the games I play almost all the time. I got in Lawbreakers like a lot. Let me show you. I got like in Lawbreaker like a 623 hours already. You know, playing the game. I was looking forward that the game. You know, keep alive. Keep playing. I was looking forward that the developer keep the game alive and everything, but uh, it's expensive to keep a game alive, especially when people nobody wanted to support the game. Now that the game is free, that you just download it, a lot of people are jumping in, a lot of people are playing, but if there is a testing phase for the game, I believe it's not gonna do nothing because it is clear that those people that are playing right now, that jumping now that the game is free, are people that are not gonna support the game. Those are people that are not going to support the game because a lot of those people was the people that was claiming since the beginning, put the game free to play, free to play. Something that people didn't realize that game, whoever developer is behind it, it cannot be done by the model free to play, because what's gonna happen is that the game would shut down earlier. Uh, if we are playing the game right now, it's because the game was with a praise tag for a long, long time. You know, uh, it was getting like a couple guys, getting the support and everything. In not the support, the idea behind it is like at least the developer has some hope. At least developer has some hope that people are gonna buy the game. So by doing it free to play earlier, the only thing that guarantee guarantee is that the game is gonna be shut down earlier. Something that nobody wanted to do, something that I wasn't wanted to do, wasn't wanted to happen. That the game shut down earlier or anything. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Now they put it free to play. They announce it right away. They announce the closure. Say, oh man, it's free to play now, but we are gonna shut down in September. What I mean is that for real, those people behind the game, Nexon or Bosque Productions, couldn't afford to have that game free to play. They couldn't afford. They put a lot of money, a lot of passion in that. If they couldn't afford put it in free to play. It was a lot of content that they didn't put in the game because nobody supported the game. It doesn't matter what they release. People was indifferent against the game. Was pretty indifferent against the game. Only a bunch of guys, including me, it was the one that was pretty active, hoping he does better. He's streaming almost every day. Streaming almost every day. You know. Then they release Radical Heights, a free-to-play game from the ground up. It's gonna be free-to-play and everything. People are still playing, but they didn't get the support. Again, they didn't get the support that they wanted with that game. So that is something that people need to realize. A lot of those people that was, it's supposed to be free-to-play, it's supposed to be free-to-play. Developers don't work for free. In free-to-play, not everybody buy the things in those games. Not everybody use the store. Other cultures like North Korea and everything. North Korea, no, South Korea. I'm sorry, South Korea. In those countries, they support the games. That's why you see a lot of free-to-play games in those countries, because they go to the store, they push items and everything. At least they keep playing. you know. At least they keep playing. But here in America, it's another culture. It's another. It's not a lot of people that support those games. I'm not gonna say they want it free all the time, but for some games, people are not willing to pay the price. People are not willing to support the developer in the way supposed to. We got the case of Gigantic, we got the case of Paragon, we got the case the lawbreakers right now. This happened. This is already announced. We got those cases of the games that, and for some reason, people are not willing to support it. It doesn't matter how good they are. It doesn't matter how cheap they are. It doesn't matter if they put it free or not. Sometimes the gaming communities act like that. Then sometimes they don't want to support. The games that right now, like I got like a 2 days playing the lawbreakers like the whole day, Today I played like a bunch. Yesterday I played like a bunch. You can still find people complaining, people complaining that this game is no good, that this game is cancer, talking stuff like that. Like something that makes me confused. Like, man, you don't like the game, why you don't stop playing? You don't like the game. All developer made a bad game and everything. If you don't like the game, don't play it. Let other people that really wanted to play like me play in peace. So there is people, encouraging people to stop playing. Telling to the people, oh no, stop playing this thing. Don't play this game. This game doesn't. Like, really, man, you can be playing other games. You came to this game to keep trolling, to keep telling to the people that don't play the game. Lawbreakers was a game Lawbreakers was a game that a lot of people that jump into the game just dedicated themselves to give a bad image. People that, I don't know if they are getting paid for that. I don't know. But people that just get into the game just to tell it to somebody else to stop playing the game. To give it a bad reputation, a bad image. Oh, this game doesn't work. This game is this, that. Even they go far away to use like a hacking tools and everything to get some crazy advantage against other people. Just with the solely purpose of discourage people. People that really want to play the game, that really are curious about the game, really jumping into the game to play it. They're just there, waiting for this guy to discourage this guy to make a leave, which it doesn't make any sense. You make the developer die practically. Why you keep pushing? You just move on into other communities, move on to other places that you really, because it's clear that those people are not having fun. It's clear that those people doesn't having fun with the game. They just want to be there trolling, which is something that I don't understand. I don't understand why people just dedicate their own time, their own life just to troll. Some people say has been taking the conclusion, having the conclusion that those people are paid to do that. Like, oh, maybe those guys are being paid to do that. Because nobody's gonna dedicate the only time that they have just to go to another community, go to troll. See, that's the case. Those people has pretty crazy problems. Pretty crazy problems. Yeah, it is. It's pretty crazy situation. This is more or less in the way I can explain you is happening right now with the game. We are gonna continue playing it until September. This whole week we are doing the quake damage, the quake champion. But after this week, maybe we'll come back to lawbreakers. All depends in the polls. People. Both in the polls, you go to the main screen of the channel, you click at the little square over here, and you go to current polls, and vote for the game you wanna play. We got Lawbreakers, Planet Side 2, and we got 40 feet. Another free-to-play game that you download it, I believe, in this week. You're gonna get it for free. I don't know. See that still on 40 feet. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, both for the next game to stream. Don't wait for me until the next week, because that's the only way we can make sure we play another game. That's the only way. 40 feet. Yeah. Oh no, the thing just finished. The special thing that they have, the offer, they just finished. I just got it. I have it for me. But each one is like a $14. It looks like a pretty awesome game, pretty fun game. This is the game. This is the new game they put in the polls to see if we can play it next week. Right now has one vote. So check it out, people. Vote in the polls. Don't forget to vote, so we can play the games. Yeah. Yeah, as you saw in the polls, we already take him out Quake Champion, because Quake Champion is not gonna be the game for the. It's not gonna be the game that's gonna substitute Lawbreakers now. I still thinking the game that substitute Lawbreakers has to be a game that I really like it. That I really like it. If they are having fun, because one of the things that they're looking forward with this channel is to play the games that I really wants to play. We're not here to criticize any game. We are not here to review any game. We are here to have fun, to make friends, and to build community for the game that we want to play. Something that we wanted to do for Lawbreakers, but the trolling for outsiders, it was too heavy. It was too heavy for us to keep up. It was pretty crazy situations, as you can see. It was pretty crazy situation. But I don't know. We are looking forward to get a game. To get a game that really works for us. I think I broke something. Yeah, I broke this thing. Let me see. Yeah, I fix it. Yeah, we are looking forward to play a game that we really wanted to play, and it's fun. I'm thinking about Planet Side. Planet or Elite Dangerous. You know, those two games I really like it. You know, they're pretty fun. To be one of the definitive game from this channel once the Lawbreakers is no more. You know, I'm looking for. I still have my hopes with Lawbreakers. I still have my hopes. You know, maybe the guy that they put it back, they put Lawbreaker free to play. They just tested the waters to see if they can go free to play. You know, maybe they, oh, let's put this thing on free to play. Let's tell it to everybody that we're gonna shut down. If the game does good, if the game does good, even after we say it's gonna shut down, we're gonna continue to develop, or we're gonna, you know, maybe that's what they're trying to do, you know, to see the waters, to see how free to play is gonna work for low breakers. I always say since the beginning, free to play is not gonna work for little breakers. Those guys are coming to play the game after maybe 1 or 2 months. The low breakers is gonna come back to have a pretty bad player base. You know, it's unfortunate, but that's the reality. I don't want it. I don't want it that happen, but that's the reality. Maybe you say, why you say that? Why? Because the numbers, people, the numbers, the data, the attitude, of the community. You know, a lot of people want to play low breakers, but there is a lot of people that doesn't want to play low breakers. You know, there is a lot of people that really bought the game. They don't even want to play it. They don't see the game in the same way that we see the game. You know, they're seeing the game in a different way, like another game. They don't see the values behind Lawbreaker. They just see like another game, like another run of the mill game, which is no. Lawbreaker is a pretty nice game, pretty different from many games right now. You know, that's one of the reasons why I'm playing non-stop, because while Lawbreaker suffers is pretty different. Oh man, this shadow, the shadow is the worst. While Lawbreaker is suffering, it's something different that any other company, any other game are offering. No, that's why we are playing the game non-stop. Oh, there is a big problem with this software and this new computer. Yeah, that's what happened. I put these things in another layer. I had to. Now I had to know what was the layer I put it. That's crazy. Let me see if I can get it. I believe was this one. This one, yeah. I believe I get it. It's gonna look pretty crazy, but because there is a shadow over there, it doesn't matter. Yeah, let me see if I can bring this thing back. Wow, looks so bad. Why cannot? Let me see. Okay. Yeah, this software works kind of pretty different from many other softwares I've been working. You know, yeah. Sometimes I tend to make mistakes like that. Yeah, I really hope this is not the thing of lawbreakers. I hope they test in the waters. You know, There is a lot of people playing right now. A lot of them doesn't even want to play the game. I don't even know why they're playing. Many of them are new guys. They just came in to try the game for the first time. You know, Eh, this whole free to play situation really tells me that those people are not willing to support no developer. So for some reason, that game is that's for some reason I don't believe they are testing the water. You know, they're just giving opportunity to the people to play the game. You know, and that's it. I don't believe they're gonna do nothing. There is a lot of people that wasn't supporting the game. I read in the Discord. A lot of people was talking about that. They said a lot of people that they didn't want to support the game. They are requesting to make their own servers, put like a peer-to-peer and everything. You know, man, you didn't want to support the game. You didn't want to support the game. You are practically one of the problems. You know, you are practically one of the reasons why the game is dying. You willing to come over here to the community or to put, I don't know when they put it. I believe it was like a Reddit. You are willing to tell it to the people like, oh, like this guy from the ground up, those guys from the ground up, you know, they wanted the game free to play from the ground up. They didn't want to support the game in no ways, in no ways. So there is another thing that I wanna talk about the gaming community. How difficult it's getting for the developers to 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 work in the business. You know, you see a lot of games dying for almost for no reason. You know, you see a lot of games dying for almost for no reason. Uh, do uh, that the people doesn't wanna support the game for any way. Oh look, there is still people playing low breakers. Um, do that the people doesn't wanna support the games and everything. You see the situation of Hawking, the Ghost in the Shell first assault that was a pretty nice game. I have the opportunity to play like a many days, you know. You got the Ghost in the Shell first assault, you got the Hawking problem, you know, in PC because I believe in PlayStation is still working, is still alive, you know. You got the Paragon, you got the Gigante, like you got many. Those are free to play games, people. You know, those are free to play games. You got many uh, examples, you know, of games that people are not willing to support it. You know, the people just wanna practically playing it for free. You know, some people want to practically play it for free. See, you can not afford it, that's okay. You know, but see, you can support the developer in some ways. But again, you know, support the developer in some ways. If you can, if the game is free to play, you know, spend 20s, spend 20 and 50, 10 bucks, 50. You know, free to play means that you get to support the developer in your own terms. You know, that's what free to play means. You know, you got the option to support the developer in your own terms. Why I'm saying this? I'm saying this because great games are disappearing. Great game and disappearing because people doesn't want to support the game. Free to play games are gonna be something that's gonna disappear. It's a pretty nice model, but little developers wanted to do in the way supposed to do it. You know, so so a lot of communities didn't want to support those games either. You know. So little by little, free to play are gonna be disappearing. You know, something that I don't want it because free to play was a pretty nice model. You know, business model for jumpstart a lot of games. You know, so for begin. You know, to put out there the games the games, to show the people the games, without breaking the bank, without people breaking the bank. It was a pretty nice system. It is a pretty nice system. A lot of people are doing it. Loaded was another game free to play that it wasn't supported by the people. Pretty nice. You know what? You know what, people? What is my biggest complaint? Those are pretty unique games, people. Loaded was a pretty unique game. Hawken was a pretty unique game. Ghost in the Shell Freeze is a pretty unique game. Those are games that the way the mechanics that they have, you don't find anywhere. Battleborn, it's pretty crazy game. Pretty awesome game. Come with different ways to play. The Fortnite Save the World, the first Fortnite the Epic wanted to do, not the Battle Royale, the Save the World thing part. That one is just struggling. That one is just struggling. That one, maybe one day Epic Games say, oh, the Fortnite Save the World is not gonna be no more. Karaoke is hosting my stream. Thank you for the host, Mr. Karaoke. Thank you for the host. Yeah, that Fortnite, that was the first before the Battle Royale. One day, Epic Games gonna say, well, people, you don't want to support that one. Want to say bye-bye, I'm gonna take them out. Leaving a lot of people that are playing it, because I believe it's in beta right now. Leaving a lot of people that are playing it, that are having fun without a game that is pretty unique. That Fortnite is pretty unique. I don't know why the Battle Royale was the one that everybody likes it, because the Battle Royale is not even a game. Battle Royale is not even a game. It's a game that I still need a lot of things, to be attractive for the masses. It's getting, the acceptation from the masses, like pretty crazy, Like, really, people, you supporting a mode that doesn't even, it's kind of boring, Battle Royale is kind of boring. Once you play a couple times, you don't want to play anymore. Roika High was like the only Battle Royale that makes it attractive. They put many things in that. The matches doesn't last forever. The matches doesn't last forever. The map is not that big. The people are gonna like practically are gonna be hiding or are gonna be lost. The map is not that huge. It's not that big. It was pretty nice. The Red Caja was pretty nice, very unique. I really like more than PUBG and Fortnite. But unfortunately, this is another game that I believe they're gonna. They still not announce anything about it, but that's another game that one day I'm gonna say bye bye to. It is pretty sad. It's pretty sad that the games right now are having like no life at all. They're not having no life at all. It is pretty crazy, but it's not depend on us. It's depending on the developer, depending on the support the developer are getting. I'm checking it out. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. Those games are not getting. I'm not getting the support that they deserve. It's pretty nice games, man. Very nice game. And maybe you say, man, you put in so much work in games and everything. People, it's not just games. It's the community. It's the friends. It's the people that you behind it. It's not just the game. It's not just the game. It's the experience. The people. It's the whole package. It's the whole package. It's, that you losing. Some people you just met. I met people in Lawbreakers that I only gonna be able to talk to those people. I'm gonna be with them only because of Breakers. Once Lawbreakers say bye bye. Those people, they are, a lot of them are my friends. Are my friends in the in the Steam, in other things. But the bottom line is that those people, you're not gonna you're not gonna talk to them anymore. Maybe you want to today, maybe you want to play the games they want to, but maybe they don't want to play no more with you, because it was like that game, it was like that game that was creating the magic, it was the game that was giving the opportunity to those people to get together, you know. That happens a lot on games, a lot on games. I used to know people that when I was playing Fantasy Star, online Bluebirds. The there was one of the first Final Fantasy Star Online. One of the first, the Bluebirds. There was a lot of people play that I know they play that game. What happened when that game closed? When that game closed, a lot of those people, I got it like friends in different social networks. But those people doesn't even want to talk to me anymore because the game is not there. We used to talk about games. That's it. We don't use it to talk about any personal kind of thing. It was because the games. Uh, Games has the power to keep people together. Once the game's gone, that's it. You don't even talk to those people. You don't even know what's going on with those people. Yeah, and it's pretty sad situation, and it's a pretty sad situation. Yeah, I hope Lowbreakers is still up for the future because it's pretty nice. Being pushed by our developer people are gonna request 1 minute, 1 minute coming back in 1 minute. Had to do something coming back in 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back, people. I'm back for more. Yeah, free to play people, a model that can help you go, help you get to grow up, but it can devalue your game in no time, which is pretty crazy. Uh, right now, the free to play model is like a sort of double-edged sword, you know, that it can help you, but it can destroy you. Hasugido, welcome to the stream. Hasugido, welcome to the streams. Hasugido says, I am eating Taco Bell, nasty new chips. Really? How's the name? How's the name of the chips? I'm eating something too. Eating something too. Yeah. Let me see if I can save this painting. Oh, let me save it like this. Because you say, sorry, I'm so late, but it couldn't be the boss. Spent too long trying. Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. Remember that you got to do your thing too. You got to do your thing too. Is I'm really aware of that. So no, so you can come in early. That's okay. It's really appreciated. But you can know, it's the same. I don't really like to force people to come on my streams or anything. You know, it's all in your terms, people. It's all in your terms, so you can feel happy. So you can feel happy. Hasogito said they're Taco Bell brand. They have their own line of Doritos. Oh, really? Now, original, mild, and fire. I got the mild ones, but they're weird. Hasogito said, I was playing Darkstalker 3 from 1997. Oh, yeah, I was, because I was hosting you. I was watching a little bit, but I couldn't get over there. I couldn't watch the whole thing because I have to do I have to do something else. But I watched like for a minute. Yeah, it's a pretty nice game. Darkstalker is one of the best fighting games that I see. For me, it's one of the best fighting games. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't do a remake. I don't know why they don't do a remake or something. Yeah, people. Now we are saving this picture into a file in order to bring it to. Oh, that was weird. Oh yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah, in order to make it look better, because now it looks kind of flat. Now we are gonna put in another software to give it like a little bit more of effects. So you say, oh, okay, no worries. Damn, you know what I am talking about. I really wish they would make a new 3. Yeah, exactly. Me too, man. That game, Double Stalker is a game. It's a pretty nice game. Since the beginning, it was a pretty awesome game. I don't know why Capcom. They just keep doing. They just keep doing the Street Fighter. They don't do the others, like a Data Stalker, stuff like that. Hasogito says I didn't do very well in America. It didn't do very well in America. When they try and doing like a HD release on it, PS3, That didn't do well. Jojo and I were talking about it. We think part of the problem is that it went by many different names. It was confusing, like Dora Stalker. The anime was called Night Warriors, Vampire Hunter. Oh yeah, that's true. I remember those. It looks like for games changing the title. This is something pretty bad. I I always knew that game for Dora Stalker. Once they change the names for those Vampire Hunter or something like that, it's pretty crazy. We know because we knew we know when that happens, but it is pretty crazy. Yeah, the anime was called Night Waters. Yeah. So I always keep with it because I love it. Well, for the average person, they didn't know. Yeah, I remember the arcade machine. I'm playing that game from since the arcade machines. That was my first time I see that game in the arcade, long time ago. Yeah, and it was the best. And let me tell you, no console, uh, run that game like the arcade. The arcade was super fast. I didn't. Still until this day, I didn't see a console that run the game properly, the arcade used to do it. You know, I can I don't find the console that runs the game in the way they're supposed to run it. The arcade was the best, man. I don't know what happened with this software on the mouse, but I believe it's the mouse. I believe the mouse is not working properly with many of the tools in this program. Hasadigo says, I think I will be playing one of the arcade ones in the next couple of days. I played the PS1 version today because it was the easier. Oh, running Mammon for arcade games is a little tricky, and you even have to program a key to fit quarters. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, the emulator it running maybe kind of better, but still you can see like a. I don't know. The arcade has something that makes it better. Maybe it's the speed. The speed that the arcade was using it. Maybe it was pretty good, man. 60 frames per second. Those sprites was pretty nice. But I still want to see that version, the main version, to see how it is. Yeah, those versions that they made it for consoles, they are not good. It's like the Killer Instinct one for they put in many consoles, but it didn't run pretty good. Hasagidas, I will let you know when I run it so you can check it out. Yeah, yeah. Just tell me. You put me a whisper in the chat so I know. So you can do the stream. I will check it out. I can check it out the video after too. In case that I can catch up with the streams. Yeah, let me check it out the Dota Stalker one. Check it out the Dota Stalker one. Maybe see. Yeah, it looks pretty good, but still you can see like it's not like at the it's not like at the arcade. This one has different backgrounds because this background is not from the original. This trend thing is not from the original. Which one is this one? This one was the oh Dark Stalker 3. Oh, that was the Dark Stalker 3. I don't believe this version came out in arcade. This version came out in arcade. Part 3. Yeah, this game deserves to make a remake in 3D. It could be nice. Because now 3D they can keep up. They can keep up with the speed, so they can do it pretty nice. As again, I have been a little foolish, but I recently realized the difference between arcade and console ports, especially in some older games like a Rampage and Mame, is rather different than NES. Oh yeah, yeah, the difference is very noticeable. It's very noticeable, man. The La Rampage from Nintendo it doesn't have any graphics compared to the arcade version. Arcade version was pretty good. Like the gorilla looks like a gorilla. The dinosaur looks like a dinosaur. Dinosaur, I don't know what kind of monster is that one. Yeah, it's totally different. Oh man, I'm missing a tool. I'm missing a program. I believe I cannot. Not gonna be able to finish this one. Let me see, sketch, right? Sketch. Let me see if they give me any options to work because I'm missing a program. That is in another machine. I'm trying to log into my Sketchfab. Yeah, I'm looking to see if I can. Let me see if I can. Change something. See, this thing used to have like a little editor because right now I cannot edit. Let me see if I can. Wow. Hosokina says, yeah, on arcade this one it was called Vampire Cyber 2. The Lord oh. Oh, I didn't know that part. Well, I'm missing a program in order to do this. To finish this, I'm missing a program. I'm not gonna be able to. I really look at this. This is the software I have to do like a realistic paper and everything, but I don't wanna do nothing realistic. Let me see if I can install the program I'm missing. Let me see if I can download it again. Let me see if I can have the, the key. Vampire, Hasugiden says, I don't think I ever play it in an arcade, so I am excited to see what's the difference in the main version. Oh, the main version is different. It's pretty nice, but I don't. I believe you need to have a very computer, a very. The computers are really fast. I believe. You know how you're not gonna. What I see in the. What I see in the main version is faster. They look faster, and the sprites, the animation is fluid, is more fluid. They run faster, it's more fluid. The backgrounds are beautiful, man. The backgrounds, the color of the backgrounds and everything are beautiful. Because I don't know if you noticed, they look like pictures in the one you was playing. Let me see if I can show you. They kind of look like pictures. The background, you see, it look like a pictures that doesn't move a lot, you know. Like this one is supposed to move more. They look like a pictures. In the main version, it's faster. The background is faster. These effects in this version, let me show you. When she does the effect thing, it's like a plain color. You know, in the machine looks better. But most of the time is you know, this. Look, this is like a plain color. You see, like a red thing. In the machine, it looks better. You know, even this dimension, that dimension, that dimension thing, it looks better too in the machine. Like everything looks better. It looks more alive because the animation. Like this wolf is almost a plain color. The werewolf is just like almost a plain color. The original one has like a more details, like a more details in the like you notice it like a more hair variation, like it looks better. Yeah, they still look like a plain colors, you know, like a animation, but like a cartoon, but looks better. Has like a more details. Has again, I can run through Wii without problems, so it should be okay. Oh, that version it was they launched a port in the Wii. I understand what you're saying. It still looks pretty good for 1997. I was impressed with how good my screen looked. Oh, that version for PS1, it was for 97. Let me see something. Yeah, and almost every single game, it looks better in machine. I don't know. This machine was pretty nice. This machine was pretty nice. You more or less can see over here how fluid. Look at the background. They got like a more animation and stuff. But this one is like the first one. This one is like the first one. You know that thing too, like the Chinese, they have like a more effects in the characters too, like a more details and everything. But this one is like the first one. This one is the first one. You see that this guy looks like a more. What is the werewolf? Let me see if I can show you the werewolf. Oh, it looks like they don't play with him. They say it's the arcade version. That's the other thing. They say like this one is the arcade version, but this could be a console version too. You see the background. You see the background. All the sprites animation in the background. You know. You see. This one is the first one. You need to. We need to take into account that the emulator takes a lot of things from the games too. Oh look, he don't. Oh look at the werewolf over here. You see? There's not like a plain color. It's like a has like a this belt and everything. Has like a more details. Like a more white. Like a thread that has like a this like a three different layers of hair. You know, like every single hair has like a his own line. No, it's more detail. Has like a more detail. You know. Yeah, this one is way more like a Street Fighter's background. Yeah. Yeah, but this you need to take into account. Look, you can break the thing. You need to take into account. This one is the first one. This is not like a. Oh, look at this Darkstalker 3. Darkstalker 3 arcade version. They say it's arcade, but this is the emulator, I believe. Yeah, it's faster. The the speed is what makes the difference, you know. Arcade used to be pretty fast. Okay, the speed is what makes it. It has like a filter. They put it like a filter. Yeah, but practically it's like they are faster. You know, the the arcade version are faster. That's the more noticeable difference. Let me see if I can install this program. Hasogita said it was is way closer to Marble versus Cascade speed, which in concert we didn't see until yeah exactly. Yeah, that's the best explanation. Yeah, but you have to take into account this is a YouTube video. Um, it's not the real arcade version. It's like the emulator version. You know, emulators they claim it's the same version from the cons team, but it doesn't run. It doesn't look. It doesn't run the same. You know, it's still the arcade. I don't know. It's something in the television, the arcade, in the screen of the arcade that make the magic. You know. Uh, we need to take into account that those machines was almost designed for that game. You know. So it is. It is pretty. It is pretty difficult for a emulator or a console to do it in the way it's supposed to, you know, or in the way we want it to be. What? Yeah, I'm trying to install the software to finish this. Yeah, but that Stalker was a pretty. I remember when that game came out, man. Everybody was like, "What? This is crazy!" Because it wasn't possible for many games to be like that, you know. Yeah, I believe I got it. It was not possible for many games to be like that, like this game. Yeah, people, I'm gonna say thank you to the people that are hosting my stream today. I want to say thank you to those people that host my streams all the time. Those people, you know, put they channel, you know, to spread the word about my channel, to bring more people to the streams. I want to say thank you to House Gideon for the host. Thank you for spread the word about my channel and bringing more people to the streams, Mr. House Gideon. It's pretty nice. People. Follow Mr. Hazugido. This is a pretty nice streamer. Always streaming all kind of games. Like you saw today, he was streaming Dark Stalker, a pretty classic, a pretty nice classic. You know, you really want to see classic games like that. Hazugido is the guy that you need to follow. You know, don't hesitate. Check it out. Don't hesitate to ask questions. He always has the answers. Maybe he don't have all the answers, but he's gonna research it for you. He maybe give you an answer later on. Yeah, pretty nice, Mr. Hasagina. I'm gonna say thank you to Miss Fasichesti. Fasichesti, thank you for the host, Miss Fasichesti. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. You know that you put your channel, you know, to spread the word and bringing more people to the stream. I really appreciate it, Miss Fasichesti. You know, people follow Miss Fasichesti. She streams all kind of games. All kind of games. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. Gordon Freeman. Gordon Freeman, thank you for the host. Thank you for spread the word about my channel and bring more people to the stream. I really appreciate it. Everything you do, Mr. Gordon Freeman. People follow Mr. Gordon Freeman. He's a pretty nice streamer. He streams all kind of games. I'm gonna say thank you to the Money Kid Jojo. Thank you for the host. Thank you for the spread the word about my channel, bringing more people to the streams. I really appreciate it, Mr. The Money Kid Jojo. You know, it's really nice that you supported my stream by hosting it. It's pretty good. It's pretty awesome. People follow Mr. The Money Kid Jojo. He is a pretty nice streamer. playing all kind of games, specifically Doom games. You know, later on he was playing many Doom games. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. Cody Joker. Thank you for the host. Thank you for bringing more people to the stream by spreading the word about my channel. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. Cody Joker. I want to say thank you to Mr. Code Ninja Gaming. Code Ninja Gaming, thank you for the host. Thank you for spread the word about my channel and bringing more people to the stream. I really appreciate it. People, follow Mr. Code Ninja Gaming. He's a pretty awesome streamer. You know, streaming all kind of games. Yeah, I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. Tux. Mr. Tux, thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for spread the word about my channel, bringing more people to the streams. This is pretty awesome, pretty nice. You know, that Mr. Stock is hosting my stream. People follow Mr. Stocks. It's pretty awesome streamer, you know, streaming all kind of games, Specifically Ark. This game, there's like the game that he plays all the time. That's why he has it in the thing, because he play all the time. Yeah. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. AC80. AC80, thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. AC80. Thank you for spread the word about my channel, bringing more people to the stream. It is pretty awesome. It's pretty nice. I really appreciate that you support. Yeah, I really appreciate that you supporting my streams. I'm gonna say thank you to Eagle All Day. Eagle All Day, thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for spread the word about my channel, bringing more people to the streams. It is pretty awesome. It's pretty nice. I really appreciate it. It really grows my channel. It really helps to grow my channel. People, you can follow Mr. Eagle All Day. You know that he's a streamer, streaming all kind of games. Lately, he has been kind of slow with the streamings and everything. But the way you can know when he's streaming is by following. You know, you see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. All those people, they say to follow them because those are pretty nice streamers. If they're gonna support your stream. If you're a streamer, if you support them, they're gonna support you right away because they are pretty awesome people. So Gideon says, I can speak for emulators. But I will say for PS2 and my Dreamcast, I have played games on both. And PC is hand down 1000 better. Is why I get mad at people like Sony, because when I run the original God of War on my emulator, it looks amazing. Oh, but there, HD remake looks like a butt in comparison. Really? Wow. I run the emulator at 16x anti-aliasing and 4x native resolution, and their remakes look like a AA 2x native 2x. Oh really? Well, that's pretty bad. Oh, that's why people complain a lot about those ports. It's not supposed to be like that, man. Not supposed to be like that, but I don't know, man. It looks like they don't know better sometimes. Sometimes I don't know, man. Developers. I noticed it. Once they made like the first sale, they don't even care about that game anymore. I could be wrong, but that's the idea. That's the idea I get from a lot of developers, man. They just, once they sell you the game one time, that's it. They don't have to do. They don't care anymore. Which is pretty. If that is true, it's a pretty bad way of doing business, you know, because you're supposed to support your game no matter what. You're supposed to support your game no matter what, man. I think Hasukito said, I think they are either being lazy or they're waiting because they know they can put out an even better HD remake by pumping those up and make even more money. Yeah, yeah. Well, the a proper HD remake you're supposed to remake those textures. You know the textures from the game. You're supposed to put it bigger. Sometimes repaint it. You know, so it looks better. You know. Mm. Sometimes the models for the game they're supposed to redo it, like I scaled up a little bit, so it looks bigger. It looks better. Yeah, it's some kind of work that they have to do to release a proper HD remake. You know, it costs money, it costs time. You know, it was pretty something like that was pretty controversial when the PS4 Pro was like giving support to HD support for some games, for other games doesn't, because they have to like redo all those textures again. This is a pretty extensive work. Yeah, it's pretty. It's not easy, you know, but to be. But they are developers. They're supposed to do it no matter what, you know. They're supposed to do it. Yeah, I'm trying to do a square like that. I don't want the. Yeah. Yeah, I believe this is gonna be better like that. Hasugina says, yeah, same thing with the Metal Gear Solid games. I bought the HD collection for Xbox 360 and the Legacy collection for PS3. I still had to get the Metal Gear Solid 2 for PC to play with the best graphics. Yeah, but PC is always gonna be a better. It's gonna look better because sometimes you don't play in the television, you play in a monitor, which has better resolution than the television. Uh, sometimes, sometimes the sometimes no, the CPU and the memory for PC are pretty are better, are better than the console ones. We need to take into account that consoles is they put a bunch of technology, the affordable technology, in order to make business. They don't put it the best in those consoles. A lot of people, a lot of people think that the console has the best of the best in the market. No, it's not like that. They don't put it the best of the best. They put it like something that they can do business. Pretty cheap stuff, so they can do business. Because if they put great stuff in those consoles, it's gonna be hard for them to make money. That is something that we need to understand. The people need to understand. Let me see if I can show a tester. Let me see if I can select group. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Hasugita says, I don't think it's the best of the best, but when a lacta older than my PS3 can run a better looking version that the Hyper Legacy Collection HD remake is pretty bad. Yeah, yeah, because the console doesn't have pretty good. Every time some people say, every time they launch a console, they're already behind it. You compare it with computers, they're already behind it. Like there are computers right now that like are 3 times more powerful than the Xbox S, the last Xbox One X that you know the Scorpion. I believe the Scorpion is another one that I don't believe it is the one. Oh yeah, it's the S, the Scorpion. Yeah, the computers are more powerful. You know, computers are more powerful. That comparison between computer and console doesn't make any sense. You know, some people like they do that all the time, like compare console with PC. I believe they're just wasting their times, you know, because it's clear. It's clear the PC is better in many ways. Those console games, they need to. At that time, PS1, PS2, PS3, they need to they need to be careful with the space, memory, space, and everything, and all the quality that they wanted to put in the games. They had to be careful because consoles used to know. So in order for the console to run the games, they need to be careful, not put it like a lot of quality. Hasogido says if you have a PC, you have a PC built for that. My laptop literally has one of the worst onboard video cards made in the last 6 years. Not compatible with anything. Sorry, made in last 10 years. It's from 2011. Yeah, yeah, that happens. That happens, Mr. Hasugita. Yeah, I believe it's. I got the thing. Let me see. I believe I can do this. I got this one. I got this one, but I don't have the other one. Well, I'm missing something. That's crazy. Let me see if I can survive sending date. Sending. Oh yeah. Wow. That was ugly. I got this. I got this. I got this. Yeah. Let me see. Upload. Yeah, I'm gonna put the picture what we were doing, the picture we were doing, the picture I was doing. I'm gonna put it this in this software to give it like a more pop, more familiarizing. art. I don't know. Let me put it this. I put a rescue because that's almost like it looks like a they trying to rescue the lady from the mirror, but yeah, it's working. It's working. Oh, it's too square. I had to put it like a longer. I had to make it longer because it's like a two square. Let me see. Yeah, people. Tomorrow we're gonna be playing Quake Champions. Pretty nice game, Quake Champions. I really digging it. It's a pretty awesome game. Uh, they should they should make a bigger store and bigger things to the Quake Champion. I know that they just put it free. I don't know why they put it free. I hope everything is okay with that Quake Champion. They released a new trailer too. I hope everything it goes good for the Quake Champion because right now a lot of games they go free to play, but it's because they're gonna close or something like that. I hope that is not the case for that game, which is pretty nice. Hasukita say Quake Champion peak at 16,000 today. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. That it is pretty good. They're doing good. I hope they bring a new update. Because one thing I'm looking at the Quake Champion that the updates I know they're not doing updates all the time. Like they are kind of slow with the updates. There is something that I could be wrong, but that's something that looks like the looks to me they're taking his time. Hasukita says, and Dr. Disrespect extremity, but not for long. He was grinding his teeth and raging because it was too much for him. I don't know. That guy likes games like Call of Duty and PUBG. I don't believe Quake Champion is gonna be the game for him. Sometimes when those people stream games like that, people get a little bit biased, like oh, Dr. Disrespect didn't like it. The game is bad. I hope that doesn't affect the game. I don't get the psychology behind it to play a game that you don't like it, or you're not gonna like it. I don't get the psychology behind it. Like I'm not gonna stream games that I don't like it. Because doesn't sound good. Like, oh, I don't like the game. I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna give a pretty good reference to the papers if I'm streaming something that I don't like it. SQL. Hashiguras didn't seem to affect it. Numbers stay consistent today. Oh, that's pretty nice. He thought he was going to kill at it. He was being cocky. He just ended up not being good. Yeah, that game is pretty high. Quake is pretty high. There are a lot of people playing that game that really knows how to play the game pretty good. Like yesterday, you remember, I didn't. I just won one match. One match. A Quake champion is something that is not new for me. You know, it's something that at least Quake is nothing new to me. I am no strange. I am not strange to Quake. I only win that one match. Yeah, the game is nice. That's the kind of game that people rage quit a lot. Quake. I remember back in the day, people used to rage quit a lot because it needs a lot of skills in order to play. That's why you don't aim down side over there. You can do a little zoom, but you don't aim down side because it's kind of challenging. Yeah, Hasogita said it's just million times faster than PUBG. Quite new to me. Never play an arena shooter, but Lawbreakers got me ready for it. Yeah, Lawbreakers is totally different, man. Lawbreakers like for me, Lawbreakers is like the next level in arena shooters. It's the next level in arena shooters, man. People playing people are playing Lawbreakers right now, but a lot of them, I just trolling people, man. There are people dedicated to make other people rage quit. When they cannot do it by playing, they do it by in the chat. Today I was playing the whole day too again. Was a lot of people talking too many things, you know. Hasogina says I tried playing Quake 4 at release, but it must blew up the poor PC. 128 video card. Oh well, yeah. When Quake 4 came in, almost nobody couldn't run it. I remember I bought it. I have to wait like a month because the drivers for the ATI video card wasn't ready. I had to wait like a month. Like a lot. I had to wait for them to release the drivers for that game. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. Yeah, it looks better like that. Hasogita said now people have 12 gigabyte video cache. Wow. Yeah, technology at one time it just went too fast. It was too fast that almost nobody could keep up. Me too. I couldn't keep up, man. Now after almost a year, I could I get a new PC, but it was crazy. The grain effect is pretty nice, but I don't really like it a lot. The grain. What do you think, Hasagi? You know how you look at it? You think it's better like that? It looks beautiful. Yeah, I believe it looks better. Let me see if I can full screen it. Now that the shadows, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Let me crop the cream of the crop. Let me save it. Let me save it to Domino's. Cinco? 5? Yeah, 5. Yeah, pretty nice. This has been the art for this week. As you can see, after the effects, it give you like a better. It looks better. The shadows looks better. Everything. It's pretty nice. Looking good. Hasogito say looking good. Hasogito says I am worried we are getting back there. It seems like we finally slowed down for 5 years, but almost slow it down for about 5 years. But about last year, it feels like all the tech is ramping up super fast again, like in the early 2000s. Yeah, I remember. Whether you had to upgrade every 4 months to stay relevant. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Right now, because of the fever of the cryptocurrencies, the Bitcoin and stuff like that, companies are trying to make better video cards and better stuff. But something happens that the video cards are getting cheaper. It is like the Bitcoin. The more people are mining Bitcoin, the more difficult it is to do it. So a lot of people are not doing it anymore. So a lot of video cards are getting cheaper because people are not buying it like they used to do in the beginning. I don't know. People are crazy because invest thousands of dollars in those machines in order to mine something that, in order to invest in something, time, money, and everything, something that a lot of the people don't even know how that work. Hasukito said cryptocurrency is losing its stability. What you say, but worse. Some governments have banned it, yeah, and a lot of companies are dropping crypto as a currency because it's too hard to track the source, whether it's legal or not. Yeah, it has so many problems. That thing is many problems. Um, it's not safe, you know. It's been hacked for many people. Hack it. People can hack it. Like there is so many cases that people already hack and steal a lot of those coins, millions. There is a lot of people pushing the idea behind it, you know, pushing the cryptocurrency, but I don't believe it's gonna be as successful because people. This is digital. This is computers, you know. Digital and computers are not that safe for a lot of people. Are not that safe. That thing can be hacked, you know. That's the problem. That is the problem. Yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. Domino Rising. I believe the next weekend we are gonna jump in to another lawbreakers page for the art book. Yeah, we're gonna be doing another lawbreaker page for the art, which is gonna be awesome. Hasukito says Streamlabs allows crypto donations now. Oh, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. I hope they made the conversion from crypto to fiat. But there is no point. There is no point to accept crypto nothing because it's it's more difficult to put in like a normal dollars. And has the problem with the legality, you know, legality problems. Maybe for people in the other country it's pretty nice, but for USA people it's not that nice. It makes no difference. Hasagitas, I didn't activate it on my side, so I am not sure how it works with them. Oh. No, I didn't. I'm not doing nothing crypto because, as you say, it's kinda. Nobody knows if that thing is legal or is illegal. You know, has so many problems still. It still has so many problems. Yeah. Yeah, the next weekend we are gonna do another Lawbreakers album. So Guido, did you play Lawbreakers today? I play the whole day. Lawbreakers, pretty nice matches. People trolling all the time. Again. Now that game is getting trolled pretty hard. Even in the Steam store, it's dropping the reviews like crazy. A game that was keeping himself in very positive. Now it's like a mix. You know, but I don't know why it's mixed because it still has the 6,000 something. I still have the 6,000 in the old reviews. I don't know why it's mixed. It looks like a lot of people change the review or something like that. Show graph. Yeah, it's been. I don't know. It has more positive than negative. It still say like a mix. Supposed to be positive, not mix. Something weird over there. Hashakira says, I did a really bad day. Well, not a terrible, but lost the key to my basements and really needed to get in there. So I spent 2 hours looking for it and still never haven't found it. Had to make up Early tomorrow I'll start the search. Wow, that's pretty crazy. I don't really like when I lost keys and everything. Yeah, and it's better to look for them because make another keys. So you have a spare keys. If you make another keys, you don't even know who has those keys that you lost. You know, it's kind of crazy. Try to. I hope you found them, man. Because this is pretty worrisome. This is pretty worrisome. Look in the under the bed, in the couch, under the couch. Sometimes you sit it down in the couch and you leave the keys over there too. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. Hasogita says, yeah, we find it, it's sure, but after 2 hours, I was burned out. That's why I went to retro gaming. Oh, to get those energies. To get those energies. Yeah. Well, people, I believe I'm gonna say thank you to the people that watch the streams. Yeah. I want to say thank you to the people that was in the stream. I want to say thank you to Miss Fossy Justice. Thank you for being in the streams. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome, Miss Fossy Justice, you was in the stream. I'm going to say thank you to Mr. House of Gideon for being in the streams. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. Thank you, House of Gideon, for being in the streams. House of Gideon says, then I can't strike here. No one was watching me. Was the only reason I didn't raid you. Oh. You should rate people even with one people because even with yourself. Let me tell you why. Because you got an achievement in your Twitch that you need to do raids in order to get that achievement. That's why I'm rating everybody now because I wanna do that achievement. Kinda help you to go partner, you know. I believe. It's too many you have to do. It's like 100 rates. 100 something rate. I'm not sure. Hasogita says one guy banned me for raiding with two. Oh really? Who was that guy, man? That's crazy. That doesn't make any sense. That guy did it wrong like that. Hasugita says, man, I had just deal with it a lot of his bad moments on Twitch already. Oh really? Yeah, he's not supposed to ban nobody but only for rating. And let me tell you, I don't rate people that has like thousands of people. I don't rate those people. I rate only people that has low counts, you know, that really need it. You know, people that with low count, they're gonna say thank you. People with thousands of viewers, hundreds of viewers, they're not gonna say thank you. They're gonna feel bad. I don't rate those people. I only rate people with low viewers, with low viewer count. That I know they're gonna feel happy if they're gonna need 2 3 more people, you know. Hashogin say I got embarrassed in front of dozens of people in a stream yesterday for sharing my opinion. Oh, that's crazy. Uh, when I am in streams that nobody knows me, I try not to make a lot of noise, you know. Try not to talk a lot. When try to go to, if you go to other people's streams, try to check it out. Try to see how they work. in the streams in order to say stuff, you know. That's what I do when I go for first time on a stream. I just lurk, you know. I just lurk to see what's going on. No. Oh, he knows you? No, he knows me. Oh, he actually was telling people on his stream I was a Lubreak veteran and they should be careful for me. I spent months on his streams and donated bits. Then he completely flamed me. Oh, wow. But what happened? He didn't agree with you because that could happen too, you know. That somebody doesn't agree with you or something. Judge understood, so my side. I don't know if you will, but I will inbox you the clip to see what I'm talking about. Oh. Yeah, you can whisper me the thing. But I don't know. Some people has. Oh yeah, I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it later when I finish my stream. When I finish the stream, I'm gonna watch it later when I finish my stream. And give you an answer. I'm give you an answer in the whisper too. Well, people are gonna say thank you to the people that subscribe to my channels. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. People that came to my channel, I subscribed, you know, giving me the full support to my channel. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. Code Ninja Gaming. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. Code Ninja Gaming. You know, it's pretty nice, pretty awesome. I really appreciate it. The Code Ninja Gaming is giving me the support. You know, people follow Mr. Code Ninja Gaming. It's pretty nice, pretty good, pretty awesome, dude. You know, streaming all kind of games. I wanna say thank you for the sub to Mr. House of Guidon. Yeah, Mr. House of Guidon came to my channel, you know, and supported me all the time. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome, it's pretty good. It really motivates me to continue forward. Mr. House of Guidon, thank you for everything you do. People follow Mr. House of Guidon. He plays all kind of games, all kind of games, all kind of games. I'm gonna say thank you for the sub to Mr. Depisap. It's pretty awesome, dude. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. Depisap. I really appreciate it. That you supported my stream, Mr. Depisap. It is pretty awesome. Hasogin says, I actually talked to you about the topic a long time ago and we have a civil conversation about it. This guy did know. Oh. Yeah, some people, in my stream I'm trying to have fun. That's the problem, Hasogin, you know. I'm trying not to be controversial or be too controversial or anything, you know. And that's why I keep it civil. Try to keep it civil. Try to keep it light and everything because I'm trying to have fun. Other people do the streams. They don't try to have fun. They just I don't know what they look like it's a job or something like that. I cannot look the streams like it's a job because once that happens, if I do my streams like it's a job, it begin to feel like a job. I'm gonna stop streaming because you're not supposed to feel like it's a job. You know, you're supposed to enjoy. Some people don't enjoy streaming. Don't enjoy questions. Don't enjoy. Man, there is a streamers that doesn't like questions at all. You know, I really like in questions. I really like to talk to the chat. Some people also like to do that. You know, that is the problem. Sometimes you disagree with them, they just get crazy. They just get it's pretty crazy, yeah. Well, people are gonna say thank you to the people that was hosting my stream. Pretty nice, pretty awesome dudes hosting my stream. I'm gonna say thank you to Ig all day for the host. It is pretty nice pretty awesome, Mr. Eagle all day. Thank you for the host. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. AC80. Thank you for the host, Mr. AC80. It's pretty nice. It's pretty good. You know, that you spread the word about my channel, bring more people to the streams. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. Tux. Mr. Tux, pretty awesome, pretty nice, hosting my stream. You know, but putting his channel to my service, which is pretty nice, pretty good, bringing more people to the stream. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. Code Ninja Gaming for the host. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. Code Ninja Gaming. You know, spreading the word about my channel, bringing more people to the streams. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. Cowdy Joker. Cowdy Joker, thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for bringing more people to the streams. This is pretty nice, pretty awesome. Mr. Jojo, Demonic Kitty Jojo, thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. Demonic Kitty Jojo. Thank you for spread the word about my channel, bringing more people to the streams. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. Gordon Freeman. Gordon Freeman, thank you for the host. Thank you for spread the word about my channel, bringing more people to the stream. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I wanna say thank you to Miss Fussy Chastity. Miss Fussy Chastity, thank you for the host. Thank you for spread the word about my channel, bringing more people to the streams. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome. Thank you for everything you do, Miss Fussy Chastity. Mr. Hasugido, thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for your support. Thank you for spread the word on my channel, bringing more people to the streams. I really appreciate it. Yeah, people, follow those people. It's free to follow. People that support my streams all the time. Hasugido says, shouldn't have been that controversial. It was just talking about how I don't like that they are not continuing numbers or giving new titles to games, and they're just using the same name, so it gets confusing and stuff like Battlefront 2 or Battlefront 2 2018. Not that you will confuse them which one was which, but more about talking about it on the day to day. Like, hey, did you play God of War? Yeah, Kratos has his song. No, I mean the original. Yeah, that's crazy. That's true. I 100% agree with you. Man, sometimes that happens to me with Doom. With Doom, happens all the time. You don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking about the Doom, the first Doom, or the new Doom. You know. Sometimes you have to say, oh, the new Doom, or the original Doom, which makes everything complex and crazy. Yeah, it makes sense. It's pretty crazy. They should keep the numbers. They should keep the numbers. Hasagidas, watch the video and see how he responds to me. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it after the streams, you know, to pay attention. Then I'm gonna give you a answer by the whisper. I don't really wanna bring it to the streams, you know. But I'm gonna give you an answer. Yeah, I totally agree with you. They should put the numbers, you know, because I don't know why they do it. Why they do it like that. So they say, okay, buddy, yeah. That's why I'm not naming names here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to keep everything private, you know, to keep it. To not bring no. To not put people in the spotlight, you know. I don't wanna that people go against somebody, you know, because we say something over here. You never know who can watch the video and say, oh, let's troll that guy because he was against Hasugiden, you know. I don't want that. In some way, we as streamers, we have to protect the privacy of all the people. We need to be careful with that. Hasugita said the video I sent you is unlisted, so only a few haven't seen it. Yeah, but the problem is if I put it right now in the stream, I watch it right now in the streams, it's gonna be recorded in this video, you know. I don't want to mix stuff, you know. But I agree with you, Hasagridan. This is something that they need to address, because when they name the things like that, they kind of override the original ones, you know. Like the new Doom, it kind of override the original Doom, you know, because the new generation, all Doom, they're not gonna know there is another Doom, you know. The Doom they're gonna see gonna be the first. Even for Google, you Google Doom, you Google Doom. Let me say, image. Yeah, the new one is the one that pops out right away. You know, the new one. A couple of the old ones, but the new one is the one that take the spotlight. Even for a make a search, it's pretty crazy. Hosogidas, oh yeah, I agree. Don't watch it now. I was just telling you, I am not trying to call people out exactly to everyone. Yeah, exactly. And thanks for agreeing with me. Yeah, no, because we talk about those things all the time. You know, it's very confusing. It's very confusing. They should they should keep the numbers. That's a reason why they put the numbers. Now it's so confusing, you know. Now they're trying to erase the past with the new ones. That's what it looks like. Putting the same name from the past is kind of confusing. It is. Yeah. I don't see why they don't put the numbers. You know. Hasuki, exactly. The old games get buried even on Google. In Google, yeah. I make a search. Look, I make a search for Doom. You know, I Google Doom. The first that pops out is the new one. You see? First image is the new one. 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 You know, after 5 or 6 images, they put the old one. After many images, then the next image is the new one. The new one. The new one. You see? The new one. The new one. It's crazy. They just erasing many years of gaming right there. It's crazy. Exactly the Hasakinos, I may be able to accept it if they did it once, but for example, now there are 2 Battlefronts too. Yeah, and 2 Humans too. What? That's crazy. Hasakinos, yeah, I am a hardcore retro gamer, so I literally don't like the idea of overriding the past. That's what they're doing, yeah. Overriding the past. It's crazy what's happening right now. Now you need to know a new guy that doesn't follow those things is gonna get confused right away. Hasugino says by the time you see that old Doom photo, you think it's just fun. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because I had to pass so many. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's a fun art. Yeah. After ten image, you get the original. After 10, then it continues with a new one. You know, it is pretty crazy. Even for the internet, you know, it's pretty crazy. Look, the old one, but what happened? Boom, the new one. Yeah, the old one is disappearing little by little. It's disappearing little by little, man. The old one. Look at the old one, the new one again. It's disappearing. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming what's happening. They just get buried into the thing. It's crazy. Hasagidis, oh my god! I think the one screenshot was the sad post as the original, so it really looks like a fan art. Yeah, that's what the that's yeah. It really looks like a fan art. The this one, but that's the original. I really like the thing they did with the new one. This one, the animation. You see the animation with that? It is pretty crazy. Like he just pulled the thing like that. Who poof? He shoot it. Boom. I really like the way they play with it. Let me see if I can. Over here. Oh, boom. You see? I really like it, the way they did it. It was pretty awesome. Oh, let me say this thing. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Let me see if I can put it like. Nope. Yeah. One of the first images you click, yes, that one. That's the same pose of the exactly. That was pretty nice that they did that because everything is like the original. And then the pause and the poor what part like that was crazy. I really like I really like the comedy behind Doom because now it's like a comedy, you know. But it's pretty compelling. It's pretty nice. Before Doom was taken very seriously. Now it's like a kind of comical. It's really crazy. Yeah, that's true. Hasogidon said so. It makes the original cover look like a fan art to all the youngers. Yeah, yeah. The original looked like a fan art, man. Because the original at that time when it was made, it was we didn't have those graphics that we have now. Bro, the young guy doesn't know that. It is pretty crazy how right people try to erase the past. It is pretty crazy, man. It is a pretty crazy. Yeah. Well, people, I believe I'm gonna close the stream because I am past 2 hours. I had 2 hour 30 minutes. We already finished our art of today. You know. Next week we're gonna continue with the lubricants art book and everything. I believe we are gonna continue. We are gonna begin to do the enforcer. I believe we are gonna begin to do the enforcer art thingy. Hasakitas, but yeah. So I couldn't believe it that a whole shot and the streamer would make a fun of me for that opinion. I don't know. I don't know. Some people. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to make fun of you for because that's a real problem. That's a real problem. I don't know. Some people are like, I don't know, man. For real, I don't know because that's a real problem. This is a part of the culture. The culture is gonna get racist if they continue doing it like that. You know, it's a real problem. You know, I don't see why somebody has to do fun of you. See, that's it's a real concern. You know, for the preservation of the culture, for the preservation of the work the people are doing. They like artists, they shouldn't do that. Like creators, content creators, they shouldn't do that because little by little they are overriding history. So I don't see why I have to make fun of somebody that brings something like that, you know? Uh, maybe he don't. Maybe he doesn't believe in what you say. You know. But some people doesn't see the problem. You know, Google. They don't Google the things maybe because look, I Google it. I see the problem right away. So it's not something that you are inventing. You know, it's not something that you are creating. It's something that is happening. In the future, it's gonna be difficult for everybody to get a hold of the originals. You know, to know when the things come from. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Hasogita says, all right, buddy, have you said a good night? Message me back on PM, whatever. Yeah, you're gonna check it out, the clip after the streams. Because I don't see... It's a legit concern that you have over there. I don't see why people have to react like that. Well, people, thank you for everything of today. And see you tomorrow with another streams. Tomorrow we're gonna be playing Quake Champions. Yeah, tomorrow. Quake Champions. So don't miss out. I'm gonna say bye bye.